Does he get caught or turn himself in?
He gets caught.
They bring him back to Chicago.
Yes.
He goes to court.
Yes.
What did you think when they called you and told you they found him? He got caught and brought back. Were you relieved or?
I was relieved because I was getting anxiety. Like, he was calling me from all type of burner phones. Like,
My mother told me one time, when you're in jail, I hate it, but I can sleep at night.
yeah, I couldn't sleep. That part I couldn't sleep. On the run part, I could not sleep.
Yeah, when I was
that's
out there
what-
running, she could not sleep.
That's when the whole George Floyd thing was happening. So I was already a nervous wreck.
Like, is he gonna catch him and get killed?
Yes. That's exactly the phone call I thought I was gonna get.
So now he's back in Cook County. He calls you and says, "Come get me." That's what I would have said.
Well, this one they
Can't come get me this
can't
time.
come get me this time.
Does he go to trial or does he plead guilty?
He pleads guilty.
And what was the plea deal?
So originally they were gonna give him 30 years. But I want to say this by being a mama. Sometimes we coddle our kids. This time, I was tired.
You got tired.
I got tired. And going to jail for what? You a good kid. You know better. So I got tired. So he's just like, and when he went to jail the first time, I said, "This is my last time bailing you out. After you get in trouble again, you're on your own."
He got in trouble again.
He got in trouble again. The lawyer wanted $30,000 up front.
You ain't got it.
It's not that I don't got it. I ain't finna make it happen.
Again.
I already
4 months later.
I'm not gonna make it happen. So this is where I said, you need to figure it out. And that was the hardest thing for me to tell him.
You told him to figure it out.
Told him to figure it out.
So he's in Cook County Jail trying to figure it out.
No, he's in Kane County. Yeah.
He's in county jail.
Yep. And he's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Damiani, what'd I tell you?" I literally said, "What'd I tell your ass? I've helped you out so many times. I can't do it this round." And he was just like, "Okay." He hung up the phone, and I just cried. And I said, "God, figure it out." He figured it out. He got a lawyer.
You got a plea deal.
He got a plea deal.
And were you there for sentencing?
It was during the pandemic,
Can't
so
get it.
it was all the Zoom. Everything was all Zoom.
So you was on the Zoom.
Yes.
And what did the judge give him?
Well, they did the plea deal, so he already knew what he was going to get. So
What was it?
10 years.
So what do you think when they said, your baby, your one and only, your knock kid, just got 10 years, Illinois DOC?
When I heard the 10, it knocked me to the core. Because he is all I have. And I said to God, like, if he got to do the 10, I know you're going to protect him. It was hard, but unfortunately, you got to do it.
Did you regret not putting up the 30?
To this very day, I do not.
You don't think it would have changed him?
I think the way I don't want to say turn my back.
Tough love.
Yes, that's the word. The tough love I've given him since he's been in there is changing him. Because I don't move like I did before with him. I used to move, get up, whatever you did, yeah. This mama now, she ain't moving. Because this mama got a life. And I like luxury things. So, I like trips, vacation. 30,000, you're not gonna put me in a hole. You're not putting me in a hole. Financially, I'm not going in a hole for that. For something that you knew better. And I raised you better.
And I think you'd have put up the 30 if you thought he would change.
No. My dad was tough on me. He was tough on me. I don't know why he was tough on me. And that toughness.
Trickle down.
Yep.
So he goes in. When he gets upstate, he calls.
Yeah.
How's the call? How's the first call?
The first call, we joked. We're both like little low-key, we're comedians. Our family's jokester. We like to laugh a lot. So he was just like, we just laughed. Like, just like, Mom. I was like, you good? He's like, I'm good. He's like, I'm gonna get through this. The first call was fine. It's the years later them calls were.
What happened?
Because when he gets jumped, and I can hear it in his voice, the pain, the fear. You know, you gotta sound tough in prison.
Right.
But the mamas that carry 9 months stretch marks and all, we know y'all. We know y'all. The voice, we
Call
know.
home scared.
Yeah, we know.
What do you do when you hear your boy call home scared?
Man, therapy. Therapy, Jesus, and wine. Because I can't go into depression. I still gotta live. I still gotta get up and go to work every day. I still gotta be around people, my employees. So I have to pull it together.
How do you put it together if you think your son's in danger?
Do you really pull it together? I think I just suppress it sometimes. I think I do. And I get it out in therapy. I get it all out in therapy. My therapist, she's paid pretty good. How many times I see her in a week, but yeah.
So, you get video visits?
Yes.
How are those?
The first one, first of all, I didn't know you couldn't wear a tank top in the video visit.
Come on, Mom.
The lady was just
I know you in
like,
California, but come on, Mom.
because I was at home, she was like, ma'am, can you go put a sweater on? I was just like, oh, okay, my fault. Let me go back. So I went to go put a hoodie on.
You were living.
Yes, because it was 85 degrees that day. And I was on the patio. So I was like, okay. But she's like, no, okay. So we just both started cheesing and smiling. And like, because his hair is long. Now he has locks.
So what was it like seeing him on that video?
Like, it was just like, he's growing up on the inside into a man. He's no longer that baby. Like all the features that I remember, gone.
Yeah.
It's just now it's a man in there. Like prison is raising him.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, good or bad? I don't like it. I don't, because I don't know really what they teach them.
Well, it depends on who you're hanging out with.
Right. So, I don't know.
So, how much longer does he have?
So, he has 2 more years left. Because out of the 10 he sent, you got to serve the 50.
And are you ready for him to come home?
So, yes. But he's coming home to a different atmosphere. He's coming home to something that I'm building for him not to have to struggle looking for a job. Because I think sometimes we, as mothers, we get caught up on like, oh, he's in prison. But what have we been doing this whole time while our child's been in prison?